Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Today I wanted to go over how you can get your freezer to start freezing and to start cooling again. This freezer that I picked up, I picked it up off of Facebook Marketplace. It was for free. The lady said that it just stopped cooling all of a sudden, stopped freezing, and all her food started to thaw out. So they basically they called a repair company. The repair company came out there. They were going to charge them like $400 or $500 to replace this compressor on this little freezer. That's not even worth that. So they put it out on the curb. They said it's free. Come get it. Contacted them, went out there and got it. I think it's just got a bad start relay on it, but I think if we just put a quick little fix on there, I think it'll be ready to go. Now, is this going to be a permanent fix on there? No, it's not going to be a permanent fix. I definitely recommend doing the right thing by getting the proper parts for it, but this is something that you can put on there in case that those parts are back ordered or whatever. So this is kind of like I said, this is putting a Ferrari motor on a minivan here. So but it will get you by until your parts come in here. So with that being said, let's go down to the garage. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we're back down here in the garage, and like I was talking about upstairs, got this freezer. It's a really nice freezer. It's only about 4 or 5 years old, so it's not that old at all. But you can see it's an IDYLIS something or other. But I mean, like I said, it's a great little freezer. Not much use on the inside. I mean, heck, it looks brand new in there, but it was not cooling. So I picked it up for free off of Facebook Marketplace, I think, and we're gonna fix this thing right now. So we're gonna try to get this thing all set up here. I should be able to have it all set up here, and we'll get to fixing this thing and show you how you can do a quick fix on this freezer. All right, we're down here with the actual compressor itself now. I went ahead and took off this little plate here. It's 2 little screws that are at the top here. One on this side. You can see it there. One on that side right there, and one on that side right there. So a couple Phillips head screws. You can pop that thing right off of there, and then you can access the compressor port here. So let me get this a little bit straighter there for you. There we go. Okay, now one thing to be really aware of. You see right here, this is R600. So this actually uses an isobutane type refrigerant in there. It is highly flammable, so you have to be really careful when you're brazing on this compressor, so therefore you don't cause a flash fire or anything like that. So super important to remember that. Is it going to hurt your house? No, it's not going to hurt your house. They've actually been using this technology across the pond there in the UK and Europe and everything like that for many years. So don't worry about that. It's perfectly fine. So it's perfectly safe. It's easier on the compressor. It's easier on the components and everything like that. So it's a really good technology that we're introducing into our compressors and our sealed systems and everything like that. Somewhere I think I read, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think by the beginning of 2020 or 2021 that all manufacturers had to switch over to the R600 refrigerant in the appliance industry and things like that. So I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that I read that somewhere. It was either at the beginning of 2020 or the beginning of this year, 2021, in order to switch over there. All right, so back to what we're here for. This compressor was not turning on, so I'd plug it in, I'd get nothing at all. I'd get power to it and everything like that, but the compressor would not come on at all. So I'm going to walk you through how I did this. Now, is this a permanent fix? No, this is not a permanent fix. You're sort of kind of putting a Ferrari motor into a minivan when doing this quick fix. I highly recommend getting the actual start relay, start capacitor, hard start, whatever you want to call it. I recommend that you get the actual manufacturing one, but with the whole pandemic that's going on, a lot of this stuff is hard to come by right now. So this is kind of like I said, a quick little fix on here. It'll get it up and going, and it'll run for a little while. I'll be honest with you, I've got one of these on my refrigerator in my garage, and I've had it on there for 3 years just because it's my garage refrigerator. But like I said, I highly recommend getting the actual replacement part for this, but this will get you by in a quick fix type scenario. All right, so I went ahead and took the liberty of taking the actual cover off over here, and you can see that it's got the start capacitor here. This is usually typically what you're going to find on a compressor. It could be this size right here. It could be the smaller sizes here in my hand right as well. So I mean, again, it could be smaller. They could be larger. And it just really depends on the make and the model of that. So what I did is I took that off of there. You'll notice that it has three prong holes right there in the front there, and that directly fits onto the compressor onto the side. You'll see three little I guess you would say nipples that are sticking out of that compressor, and we're going to make sure we're going to use those, and it's really important to remember the layout of that when we use this component that I'm about to use on here. So with that being said, here is what we call a 3-in-1 start. So this little guy right here will get you up and going in a pinch. Do I recommend this staying on there? No, I don't recommend this staying on there, but like I said, this will get you by in a quick fix. So remember how I was talking about those pins over there? Well, this diagram right here on the side, all right, here's the part number 2 as well. If you need one of these, you can see that right there, the RC 0410. Quarter to third horsepower, 115 volt right there. So this is what most of them are going to take on here. Not only that, but it's also got a diagram on this side over here that shows you exactly the white wire, the black wire, and the red wire, and where they actually go on the compressor. Now, if your compressors you know, got it the other way, where the 2 prongs are on the top and the ones on the bottom, you just follow the same thing. You just flip the graph over there. Okay. So usually there's going to be 2 wires that are connected to it. So these are the 2 wires here. I already, like I said, took the liberty of taking these off of that other start capacitor or run capacitor. Like I said, whatever you want to call it, there's so many names for it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at my diagram. All right, so my compressor is facing like this. So it's got the common on the top, it's got the start on the left, and it's got the run on the right there. So we'll take that and we'll apply it to this side over here on the side of the compressor. Okay, so common is going to be your black wire, which is right here. So that one's going to go into the very top, just like so. Then you're going to have your start wire, which is the white wire, and that shows that goes on the left side there. So we're going to put that on the left side. It goes. It pops on there. You got to be really careful of these things too as well. Sometimes they get flared out a little bit, and once they do, this little seam right here is super brittle. It can actually break really fast. So just be really careful when you put these on the compressor. All right, so our red one's going right there. Very good. Now on here, we've only got 2 wires here, and one's going to go here, one's going to go on this one. Does it really matter? No, I found that it really does not matter on these. I mean, it's 120 on there, so it doesn't matter to me. All right, so what we're going to do here, cut this. Okay, cut that one. Go ahead and expose the wire there. Good. I'm going to cut that one. Get that connector off of there. Now, can you keep those connectors on there? Sure, you can if you want. Whatever is going to make it easier for you. I don't. I just cut them off of there. No big deal. Just use some wire nuts. So now I'm going to take one, put that on there. Make sure you go clockwise with it. Wire nut on there. Okay, nice and snug there. All right, good to go. Okay, next wire. Put that one on there. Twist Fires real good. Get yourself another wire nut. Another wire nut there. Very good. Alright, so we've got that. Just for some added insurance there, I go ahead and wrap it up with a little bit of electrical tape too as well. That way it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, that one there. This one up here. So there we go. Now that's just for safety and everything like that. So and they'll stay just fine. Now, if you look over here, so you can see we've got it hooked up to our compressor. Got that all good to go. Got our wires nice and wire nutted up there. And now we're gonna apply some power to this bad boy. See if we can get it to come on. Heard the compressor kick on. That's a good sign. This baby should start cooling down now. We should start extracting heat out of there and start seeing a frost pattern on the walls. So again, do I recommend doing this and leaving this component on there? Absolutely not. I do recommend going ahead and getting the replacement part on there, and then again you can just replace it, put it on there. You're good to go with the manufacturing standards there. Now, as far as these little things go, you can cut them off a little bit longer. I would actually suggest that. I did this one a little bit shorter, but I've got these extra connectors. So if you have the extra connectors, that's fine. Cut them short. Just put a new one on there when you put your new hard start on there, or your run capacitor, your hard start. So just whatever you want to do. You can take these and you can reuse them if you want, or just get other ones. This one will probably be kind of hard to find. It's kind of got a weird little clip on it, but again, you don't have to take these off of there. You can actually keep these on there and just run those wires straight in there, and put some electric tape around that too as well. So that'll work too for a temporary fix. We just don't want our food going bad or anything like that. So once you've finished up here, and once you've got all that done, you just basically kind of take this, lay it nice and gently inside of here, right there, and then we're going to take our side kick plate here. It's awfully hard to do one-handed. We're going to put that back on there, and we're gonna be good to go. So that's how you do a quick little fix on your chest freezer if your compressor is not starting up. Again, these things you can buy them online, Amazon, eBay, Day Industries. So any appliance shop, just call up there and ask for that 3-in-1 start capacitor there with that part number there. Again, that RC0410. That's the one that you're going to need for this. So other than that, you should be good to go. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you around.